Alright, everyone, welcome back to Darkmoon Diaries, whatever number this is. It's 20 something as far as I remember. If you notice now, you'll see that we're a bit ahead of where we were last. I did start that recording, but then my internet decided it doesn't want to be friendly anymore. And all we missed was a couple lines from Thancred saying we should probably get going before Alice and Alfino become playthings forever. So let's just move on from there. And here we are at long last. I give you Urianger's humble abode. Come, let's see if he's home. Into a cutscene. I wonder if it's a voiced cutscene.
Urianger, are you in?
It is a voiced cutscene. I
Unto
love it.
a world weary of heroes.
No, it's not.
A hero wends his way. The Exarch did send word that thou wouldst seek me out, but ne'er did I imagine thou wouldst arrive so soon. Full glad am I to see thee once more, my friend, and none the worse for thy travails. Run along, Minfilia. We will meet you outside. Another one for you to imbue, if you'd be so kind. I take it thou hast met with our other comrades already? That Master Alfino and Mistress Alize now travel in thy company is of great comfort to me. As for the rest, beginneth in earnest. The hunting of the Light Wardens, and perforce the war with you. Hark thee then to my words, and through them behold the vision that I did glimpse, that of the 8th umbral calamity. As I drifted hither to the first, traversing the boundary twixt reality and potentiality, I did bear witness to events yet to come. There I saw the combined forces of Eorzea and the Far East offering fierce resistance to the legions of Garlemald. So fierce, in fact, that they did begin to push the enemy back, ilm by painful ilm at first, then yalm by yalm, and malm by malm in time. Yet the joy they felt was short-lived, for in so doing they did force the Empire's hand. Faced with defeat, the Garleans turned to a weapon most vile. Black Rose. Its potency defied all reckoning. Once released, the gas took on a life of its own, wreaking untold carnage not only in Eorzea, but in the provinces of the Empire besides. From fighters upon the front lines to babes in their beds, none were spared. And as the casualties became too numerous to count, so did the fabric of civilization begin to unravel. Nor did the land itself escape unscathed, for spreading from the site of its release, Black Rose brought death to the very soil. To survive amidst the chaos and upheaval, men came to live by the sword, the rule of law giving way, inevitably, to the rule of might. Thus was the spark struck and the fire kindled, and swiftly did it spread as a blaze in a field of straw to engulf every corner of the world. Nations worthy of the name would then cease to exist. And those souls, brave and true, who might have risen to restore order, were no more. For the weapon spared not one, not even thee. Endless age of war, begotten by the blight of Black Rose. Such is the legacy of the 8th umbral calamity which I did behold. No matter the cost, we must forestall this tragedy. To that end, I have labored during my sojourn in this world, discovering in so doing the answer to a pressing mystery. That of Black Rose's inexplicable potency. Come.
Oh, wait, did you say yours was a talking
Dost thou
cutscene?
recognize
Yeah.
yonder chart?
We had the same cutscene and mine was not talking.
It is talking.
Well, I feel ripped now.
Indeed. 'Tis a rendering of the elemental wheel, such as one might find in classrooms across the source. As the chart maketh plain, our world is composed of 6 elements, in addition to which there exist 2 poles in fundamental opposition. Astral, the active; umbral, the passive. As a reflection of the source, the first naturally compriseth the selfsame forces. Yet, curiously, there is a notable divergence in their nomenclature. To be specific, the denizens of this world employ not the terms astral and umbral. Thus was I moved to inquire what names said forces had been assigned. A simple question which yielded a most unexpected answer. Upon demanding the name of the pole aligned with activity and growth, I was told that as life's myriad colors combine to produce black, the people of the first had called it darkness. At this did my mind begin to race. It was only when I asked what name had been given to the pole aligned with passivity that mine eyes were opened to the truth. Peace and tranquility being as purest white, unmarred by color, I was told it had been given the name of light.
That's umbral light and astral darkness, yes? I'm no etherologist, but it strikes me that the nomenclature of the first is rooted in the generation of the 2 forces, while our own appears to focus on their effects. Which makes one wonder, have we had it backwards all this time?
"'Tis indeed a compelling question, and one which beareth closer examination. Yet what knowledge we already possess sufficeth to explain the chain of events. phenomenon of etheric thinning observed in the source is the consequence of light, the power of stasis, flowing in from the first to stifle the movement of ether within the land. And according to Master Alphino, Black Rose slayeth by halting the circulation of ether within living beings. Should such a weapon be unleashed even as the first were rejoined, replete as it is with light,
we would have a disaster of untold proportions on our hands. A calamity. Well, at least we have a better grasp of what we're facing. Our objective, however, remains unchanged. We are to eliminate the Light Warden of Il Mehg. Speaking of which, were you able to ascertain its whereabouts?
Aye. 'Tis all but certainly ensconced within Urianger, the castle which standeth in the midst of the lake. To enter said stronghold, we must needs turn to the pixies for aid. Fortunately, I have become quite adept at courting their cooperation. Henceforth shall I accompany you, and do all in my power to ensure that my vision doth not come to pass.
Okay. Well, that's very interesting. I do want to see how long the recording's been going on. Okay, that's fine. That was actually really interesting. My friend, ere I speak of the task at hand, there is a question I would pose to thee. What thinkest thou of mine appearance? Ha ha ha! 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 Funny. Come now, 'tis scarce the first time thou hast beheld these fair features. Lest thou wonderest, I have taken up astrology. My present attire better suited the art. Though the night be lost, behind the shroud of blinding light, doubt not but that the stars still shine. I have chosen to avail myself of their guidance, that I might navigate the sea of uncertainty that stretched before us. But enough of myself, let us now speak of our task. As I did mention, if we are to enter Ligia, we must needs gain the pixies' cooperation. This is a simple matter of presenting unto them a suitable gift. I shall procure a selection of viands that shall please their palates. Thancred, pray assist me in this endeavor. Meanwhile, Glacier, I bid thee obtain that which will please their eyes. In these parts there abideth a Valkin known for his beauteous wings, the hawker. I shall lend thee a receptacle within which thou mayst capture a weakened specimen. Oh, this is the weakening and capturing thing. Oh, did you pick up the blue quest?
Yep, I'm waiting for you.
Is it outside?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, did you already do the orange marker over there?
No, I just got out of the cutscene, my love. Oh, you're Urianger's friend, aren't you? Will you not let me a hand? You see, Urianger's home is drab and dull, and I have a mind to decorate it. Make it bright and beautiful. If you were to help out, it'd make it all the more special. First of all, we need some worldweeds, a pretty little plant that grows in the water. We usually trade with the Fout for it, but seeing as you can swim, you can harvest some for us. You should be able to find the weed in the lake where there's a sunken church. While you take care of this, I'll go and pick up lots of beautiful flowers. Afterwards, let's meet back here for the decorating. See you soon. Alright, what do you want to do first?
Whichever.
We will start with the delightful thing. We'll just get that marker. I think it means we gotta dive. Yep. Remember how to dive?
No. Is this spacebar?
Honestly, I have no idea how you dive again.
Isn't it control? And down? I think we have to be more over there.
How do you dive again? Let's see if someone here knows.
Oh, wait, actually,
Control space.
I did control space earlier. Ugh. Get your mount out now.
Why?
Because you didn't get your mount in water, remember? Or not. Oh. Oh no, how are you too far away? There we go.
There's some right here.
Yep. And at the base there.
It's supposed to be one more. There's the other one.
Am I too far away? Yeah, just at the bottom there.
Okay, well, you can come up yourself because it's gonna kick us off anyway. As soon as you make it overland. Alright, where are we going first?
I was gonna do the Aether quest.
Okay. It's an anemone.
Oh, well, I guess no, that's probably a hand anyways. Ooh, something sold of mine.
There's the hawkers that we gotta kill.
Yep.
It's literally right here as you're driving by it.
Oh, did you leave me? Yep, you left me.
Oh shit, yeah, we gotta capture it. I forgot about that.
You want to capture that one?
Yep.
You capture it?
Yep.
Did you capture that one?
No, we only needed the one.
Oh.
Did you get yours?
No.
So you have to capture it too.
That's stupid.
Yeah, you should be able to capture it. Cool.
Yep. Okay.
So just do the pixie thing first real quick.
Yep.
Exuberant pixie. There you are! Did you manage to find the world weeds? Why yes, we did. Oh, look at these lovelies! I'll enchant these at once. Make it so they grow outside the water and then plant them here and there. Meanwhile, I want you to decorate with these snug blooms. As to where they should go, ah yes, the stairs! That's a dull spot that's ripe for some cheer. When you've finished, come and let me know.
Oh, is that outside? I think that's outside.
Is it?
Yeah,
No, the
it's
stairs are right
outside.
here.
No, it's outside. Oh, are there stairs?
Yeah?
Where the fuck are the stairs?
Literally in here.
Oh, what? I did not see that earlier. What the hell? Man?
Ah, my love.
so just shatter glass on the stairs.
Yep, pretty much. We really don't like Urianger. We want him to cut his feet. I love how like we have a big task to do, and the first thing Urianger asks, what do you think of my look?" Marvelous. That is sure to put a smile on Urianger's scowly face. And then he'll want to stay here forever and ever and ever. You're welcome to stay too, of course. There's plenty of room for you and all your friends.
No, we don't want to be your children.
I'm just making sure there's no other thing quest here. Thou art returned. Were thou able to capture a hawker? Ah, a truly magnificent set of wings. I shall treat them at once to make fast their vibrant colors. The anchor too should return anon, upon which I shall ready all the items for presentation. Pray take thine ease meanwhile.
It is done. The pixies shall be well pleased with these gifts. Ah, lest I forget. White auracite, newly forged for thy use. Our mission being to thwart a rejoining, we will most assuredly cross paths with those who crave the contrary, our eternal enemies. Thus did I choose to abide in this ether-rich land, the better to fashion a trap for the Ascian's essence.
May I come in now?
You may indeed, assuming you've finished.
Is it a talking cutscene for you?
Yep.
It's not for me, though.
Are you sure it's not your headsets that are just not picking it up?
No, because I hear the background music.
I did as you asked.
Yeah, check your settings.
That's my go. Thank you.
Well, that's depressing.
Just restart your game.
I should probably explain. Though my body remained behind in the source, its limitations saw fit to accompany me, which is to say, I cannot manipulate ether. I took up the gunblade for its defensive advantages. On account of my little impairment, I cannot imbue the ammunition myself. Luckily for me, Nymphilia has quite a talent for it.
Nymphilia, once we set forth, we are not like to
Where would it
return
be
for
in my
some while.
settings?
If thou wouldst
I would just restart your game.
It would be. Let it be now.
And it would be
Like,
an audio
fully or
setting.
just log out?
Really?
Like fully.
May I?
Of course, my dear. Yet have care thou dost not add overmuch to thy burden, lest I incur Thancred's ire. Hast thou spoken to him of thine encounter with the Nymphilia of Eld?
Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any. As you know, I freed young Nymphilia from captivity in Yulmore some 3 years past. Not long after, the two of us journeyed to the south of Armoren, to the edge of the Empty, where the flood was halted. It was there that she awakened, the Nymphilia of old. die, Minfilia.
Oh, we're having a stroke.
Tell me, what must I do to bring you back?
My dearest Thancred, as I am now, I am no different from an Assi. This child is but a vessel. One of many I have used that I might spread word of her enduring blessing and preserve the flame of hope. In my name, each has died, never having lived her own life. I have taken enough from these children. I will take no more.
But what of your suffering? Your sacrifice? This isn't fair! I will not stand for it. I cannot! There must be something we can do. Tell me!
Should the day come when this child grows weary of fighting and wishes to cast it all aside, then shall I take up her burden. But should she wish instead to become the master of her own destiny, then shall I bequeath to her my all. Imbued with the strength that I reserve for rebirth, she may come to wield my powers as her own.
And what of my wishes? What of Flamine's? What of all the people who love and care for you and want nothing more than to see you again?
It is not their decision to make. It is hers. This child's. This Minfilia's. You have ever watched over me, Thancred. Now I ask that you do the same for her. Protect her. Teach her. Stand by her as you stood by me. There is much and more she does not know. She needs a guide to show her the ways of the world, or she will never find her own path. When the time comes, you will find me here. Until that day.
Minfilia, wait!
What happened?
And then she was gone. Minfilia, the girl, claims to have no recollection of any of it. I have told her many things. Where we came from, what we fight for. But of that, I have not spoken.
the coming of another possessed of the blessing of light, the first hath begun to rise up in defiance of its fate. The question remaineth, however, who shall take up the flame of hope which Minfilia hath borne for so long? Whether we will it or no, the choice must soon be made.
We'll do it. We'll take up the flame. We did all of Minfilia's dirty work in the source anyway.
I'm sorry I took so long. It was so hard to choose. In the end, I settled on just the one.
That is well. Now, if all is in order, let us set forth for Leader Lorian.
I think after this recording, call it a night. Oh, a free teleport offer. Why? Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I did fully clean this out, right? Rings are iffy. We weren't expecting you all back so soon. We had scarcely begun playing with the twins. That said, your gifts are truly wonderful. Let me tell you, the milk and honey and biscuits won't last a day, and the wings are the loveliest we've ever seen. You've done us a great kindness, and it's Fey custom to return the gesture. If you desire anything of us, you need but name it. I'll take the silver pieces. So what is it that you desire? Rusty old coins like you mortals are wont to collect, perhaps? We are resolved to vanquish the Light Warden of this land. To that end, we desire entry into the Lygia. What a strange thing to wish for! You might as well ask for your death. But if that is what you want, who are we to argue? Very well. I shall speak with the others. Don't die. You've clearly been busy, Urianger. Would you be so kind as to tell us what we've missed? So that was the purpose of the gifts. Is there anything you can tell us about this Light Warden? Aye, my lady. By circumstances most tragic, the Light Warden of this land is our king and ruler, Titania. It was not always so, of course. Our king fought the first Light Warden that threatened our home, you see. Fought it and won. But all the horrible light that came out went and corrupted them, turning them into a new Light Warden. Now they're king only in name, not remains of the wise and just ruler that used to be. We had no choice but to seal them in the castle. The magic for breaking the seal we divided into 4, and wove each into a different relic to be kept apart until the time was right. And this dress is one of them. It's been in our safekeeping for years and years, but we've decided to entrust it to you. Are you sure? Of course. Custom demands it. Though you're most certainly going to your deaths, we thought we should at least let you try. That way, we get to watch what happens. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have the other relics, too. The shell crown is with the Foth, the stone scepter is with the Numu, and the crystal shoes are with the Amaro. Good luck finding them all! The facts thus disclosed confirm mine own understanding. Our quest lieth now before us. First, let us eye into the lake, there to claim the shell crown from the Fouth. If we call to them before the untouchable gate, they will answer. Oh, did you already leave? Oh, you're at the next thing quest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after we do the next Aether Current quest, we'll probably call it a night. And we'll pick this up again tomorrow.
Character system. Yeah, by the way, where do you think that thing with the active character config for the volume and stuff?
System config audio. There's talk that an interesting mortal has come to Il Mehg. Glacier Tiger or some such. It's you, isn't it? Don't even think to deny it. I'm Ulthan, and it's my dream to become the most popular fairy of all. Why? Because everyone would fawn over me, and that would be really fun. Now, by way of an achievable first step, I'm aiming to become the darling of Lita Loran. But everyone is so caught up with their flower smelling and their mischief making, they don't even spare me a glance. You travel to and fro, so you must know much more about this than that. Tell me, what must I do to become popular? I'm already the fairest, I beg your pardon. And besides, we all of us can use glamours to change your appearance. The others won't be impressed simply because I look different. Ooh, I have it. I might not be able to impress with how I look, but I can impress with what I know. I just need to read lots of books. And it just so happens there are lots of books in Urianger's home, a place called the Bookman's Shelves. Right, I'm going there at once, and you're coming too. I can't read your strange moral writing, so I need you to do it for me. He says we know how to read.
I'm in system config and sound, and I don't see anything that could possibly...
Is it all up, maxed?
Well, it's not all maxed, but...
Just restart your game, my love.
I already did!
Well, we haven't had a talking cutscene since.
Yeah, you said that the other one was going to be talking.
Which one?
It's okay, just hop in.
To the Bookman Shelves we go. Back up to Urianger's house. Once we finish this and we're done with recording, I'll look at your game and see if anything's different, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Take a look before bed. Blood morpho, wow. Butterflies. Once our samurais hit 80, we're gonna have to just keep going through with our samurais, eh? Because I don't know if I know I don't have any other class that's near like 75, other than maybe monk.
No, my red mage is 65. I thought about that. I was like, oh, I should probably start leveling a few other ones.
Yeah, to like mid 70s. There we go. First week, Thunder's Day. The princess being partial to the lakefront view, it was decided that all the noble lords and ladies would set out for a picnic. Having partaken of sweets, Her Highness ventured to the water, where she inspected her lip paint in the reflection. This caused the watching shepherds to remark that the princess had used the lake as her hand mirror. Oh, there's a hand mirror lake to the southwest of here. That must be how it got its name. But who would go all the way to the lake just to eat? Yet another silly thing you mortals do. The Time-Worn Chronicle. Good Janana's Grace was named for Her Royal Highness Princess Janana, daughter to the king 3 generations prior. In the dark of night, the mountain pass catches the light which shines forth from the castle, giving it the impression of the princess's beautiful eyes of jade. Eyes of jade? That sounds lovely. If the princess were here, I would ask her for them. Wow, just take her eyes. That's dark. On the occasion of the 300th year of the founding of Vobert, a grand celebration was held in Gruness Licht. No expense was spared. Over the course of the festivities, guests were lavishly feasted and regaled with wondrous performances. Yet amidst all the pomp and pageantry, naught was more stirring than the resuscitation of the Oath of the Covenant. In honor of the alliance between the Dran and the Galgen, upon which the kingdom was built, representatives of each race took to the podium. It was a sight to draw tears from all who looked on. Vobert, blech. What strange names you have. Il Mehg sounds much prettier. It means the Kingdom of Rainbows. Well, I certainly learned lots of new things today. Things the others don't know. I'm gonna go and share it with everyone. They'll think I'm so clever. I'll surely become the darling of Lydia Loran. Hee. Yeah, I think tomorrow during the day while I'm working, we'll run a couple of our leveling roulettes.
Mm-hmm.
Just so we can get some leveling done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then once you hit level 71, you can just use the trust system. Mortal! I told them about the people from the past, but they weren't the least bit impressed. Well, why should we pay any mind to those who are long dead? Much more fun thinking up new riddles while sipping nectar. Speaking of which, we found this really sweet-smelling flower recently. We were about to go and collect its nectar if you wanted to join us. No. I don't want to join you. I want you to admire me. Stranger and stranger. Alright, suit yourself. What a weird pixie. That didn't work at all. They didn't think any better of me, but I won't give up, not yet. I'm gonna be popular. Mark my words. Oh, we're already in a thing here. And with that, we will call it an episode. Thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed it, you can hit the like button and subscribe if you wish.